Have you ever been in such a difficult situation that you just want to give up? Have you ever stopped trying just because you think it's impossible? Well, let me tell you this. Thousands of years ago, the ancient Egyptians used pigeons to send letters to others. And about 155 years ago, the United States founded Pony Express, a service using horses to distribute letters and packages. Surely, at that time, nobody could imagine that someday human beings would be able to send a message, an image, or a file to other people just by a click like we are doing today, thanks to the invention of computers and the internet. Just more than 100 years ago, while people were contemplating flocks of birds flying in the sky, how could they think of the day when we can fly around the world within hours, even faster than birds? In the early 20th century, the Wright brothers invented and built the world's first successful airplane, which fulfilled the human dream of being able to fly. Just less than 100 years ago, human beings never thought it would be feasible for them to land on the moon, one of the most beautiful planets seen from the Earth. However, Neil Armstrong, an American astronaut, did exactly that on July 16, 1969. This event surprised many people and motivated us to explore the outer space, a thing that our ancestors had never thought of before. On the 20th of January, Barack Obama became the President of the United States. He is the first African American person to be elected as the President of the most powerful country in the world. Is this surprising? Yes, it is amazing if we look back upon the history of the United States in these 50s and 60s of the 20th century. At that time, African Americans were considered inferior to the white. They didn't have the same right as white people did. For example, they were paid lower salaries for the same job. They weren't allowed to use public toilets or go to the bar with the white. They even had to give their seats to white people on the bus. There were many protests against this racial inequality at that time, and on July 4, 1968, Martin Luther King, an activist, humanitarian, and leader of the African American civil rights movement, was assassinated. Then, the desire for equality between black and white people in this country seemed to be hopeless. However, 40 years later, the United States had the first African American president, Barack Obama, and he has been the president for the second term. These are just examples illustrating humans' great achievements, which used to be thought inconceivable. So, do I believe nothing is impossible? Yes, I do. I do believe nothing is impossible provided that we have dreams, passion, and perseverance. I believe we can reach our goal, turn something impossible into something possible if we keep trying and trying. And because I believe nothing is impossible, I do hope that someday terrorism, the thing that thousands of people are suffering today, will be a thing of the past, and we will live in a more peaceful and better world. This brings me to the end of my presentation. Thank you for listening.